Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time, hopefully this actually records and not screws up, because the last time I recorded this, it messed up. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at the second wave of Wild King toys, and we already knew that we were going to get this because there's an animated series for the Wild King setup, and they teased that we were going to get the Spinosaurus, the Lion, the Rhino, and the Pterodactyl, so that's what we're going to take a look at here. So, same torsos, it's the Optimus Prime and the Megatron. Basically, with the Wild King gimmick, it's a Takara exclusive line, and you can take out the limbs of Optimus Prime and Megatron and swap them with these animals, so it gives them their elemental powers. You could also attach these little leaf element things onto their chest, and it's a neat little gimmick. It's for combiners. By the way, I do like how the line one, saw that with the Optimus Prime, how it's got the blade arm. It definitely reminds me of Leo Breaker from Transformers Cybertron. But yeah, this is the second set, and I'm just gonna list off the names right now, and then later I'll just say, oh, this is the Rhino one, this is the whatever. So the line one, which I'll show right now, is Ignite Leo. The Spinosaurus is Spirituan, I believe that's its name. The Rhino one is Drill No Horn. I see what they're doing there. Not Drill Horn, but Drill No Horn. And then the bird one is Thunderbeak, obviously. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the line one. So they have the same basic idea for their torsos. They might be remolded, but they have the same basic structure and transformation, and then you just attach the parts. So it's kind of parts forming, but considering it's a combination gimmick, and considering that with all the portholes and stuff, you're supposed to swap them around and do different things, it kind of feels like an interactive gimmick more so than just trying to cheat it. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the Lion, and I love the color scheme with the red, the gold. It kind of reminds me of some of the Universe Classics repaints that they were trying to do with Leo Breaker and trying to make it into Leo Prime or Leo Convoy. And I love how on the Lion form, you can actually see the flaps on the side. That definitely reminds me of Leo Convoy. But it's also got this bow mask that kind of reminds me of something from He-Man or Masters of the Universe. And I like how the tail forms this little knife, this little dagger thing. I thought it was kind of neat. I like the red little leaflet piece. And the lion head on the side, the head itself looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Anyways, taking a look at the Spinosaurus one. Now, I love the Spinosaurus. Yes, I've watched Jurassic Park 3 multiple times as a kid. And I love the copper color scheme with the minty faded green. I think that the animal mode could look better, but it's still a Spinosaurus. It still has that long neck, or long face. It still has the spines on the back, so I'm not going to complain. And the robot mode looks pretty decent. It definitely carries over that kind of raptor design that was in the first wave, with how they treat the tail and the head, but I don't necessarily mind that. The head sculpt looks very nice. It kind of reminds me of Neil Nose with the little top thing right there, the little guard. And, yeah, it just looks very nice. Taking a look at the bird one, the Pterodactyl. Now, the bird mode definitely reminds me of something from Arms Micron. The stubby wings that would form weapons, I would imagine. And then the little tail piece that just looks disjointed from the rest of it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I do like the bird head. I think that flows naturally. I like the color scheme. There's this kind of dark green, the gold, and then this blue that shines throughout. I think that looks nice. The robot mode looks really good. I love the fact that that tail piece forms the weapon, because I kind of like that as a shield, and then you can attach different stuff onto it, and then you've got the wings on the back. I imagine you could do different things with the wings. You could probably detach and form something else. But yeah, this one looks fine. Kind of reminds me of the fossilizer, I think it was Wingfinger from Kingdom. Maybe this is the fully fleshed out version of Wingfinger. Anyways, taking a look at Drill No Horn. This is a Rhino, and the alt mode is very boxy. More so than some of the other ones. It's definitely a block with limbs and a rhino head, but it's a rhino, so, I'm not going to complain about that. I do like the brown, I like the tan, I like the gray. And for the robot mode, it definitely looks beefy with that rhino head on the side there. I like the pickaxe that's included. I even like the leaflet piece that kind of adds to the color scheme and just adds a little more of that brown, but kind of like that shiny copper to the chest. The head looks pretty good. So, yeah, I like the second wave. If I had to pick out of any of them, it's definitely going to be the Spinosaurus, I can tell you that. But, yeah, it'd be nice to get the full set of Optimus Prime Megatron Wave 1 and Wave 2, because if you're going to replace all the limbs, you will get a full set. You will get all 4 limbs for Optimus, you will get all 4 limbs for Megatron, so that was pretty nice. Anyways, with that out of the way, what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And we'll see you guys next time.